It's time to say adios amigos to my 2020 Yamaha MT-09. I have a buyer coming out bringing cash. I wanted to give a final review, give the pros and cons on this bike, and tell you how I really feel about this bike. I'm going to give you the straight up truth. And also I want to give you an update on my next property purchase and motorcycle purchase. Stay tuned.
Let's go for a ride. Watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today.
Make sure you're wearing the gear, and this is my most favorite helmet, ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet with auto tint shield, my motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe. All my gear always include links in the description and comment section of my videos. You know, I keep it real with you guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you how I really feel about this bike. And there are some cons to this bike, but there's a lot of pros to this bike. Before I tell you how I really feel and why I never really connected with this bike, and I know some of you guys could sense that. You're like, CycleCruza, you don't like that bike, dude. No, I love this bike. Don't get me wrong, man. This bike is fun to ride. But I didn't really fully connect with this bike. And the same goes with that 2017 Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory that I own. It was an amazing bike. But as you guys know, I had problems right out of the gate with that bike. Uh-oh. Alarm, urgent service. Oh, no. Come on. It went into limp mode and had problems. And I never fully trusted that bike after that, but I never really fully connected with that bike. And I have had zero issues with this bike, this 2020 Yamaha MT-09, but I never really fully connected. But first off, I want to tell you the mods I did with this, give you the pros, and then I'm going to tell you the cons and how, you know, what the reason why I haven't really connected with this bike. But first off, the mods I did to this bike, I added a full Akrapovic exhaust. I flash tuned the ECU with this Dynojet Ecu Flasher, which you can get one of these for your bike too. I have a link to this and all the mods I did for this bike in the description and comment section of this video. What's awesome about this device here is it allows you to just plug in underneath the seat. There's a plug in there, and you flash tune the ECU. You don't have to take the ECU out, send it to somebody to flash, and then you can't use your bike, wait for it to come in, then put it, but go through the hassle, put the ECU back in. This one makes it so much easier, and this holds the stock map, and you can get a custom flash tune map from Dynojet, which I did, and it just takes minutes to flash tune the ECU on this bike. And you can it also will tell you any trouble codes and clear any trouble codes with this device. And they make this for a lot of different bikes, Harley Davidsons, a lot of different bikes. So like I said, I have a link to it in the description and comment section of this video. I put the Fender Eliminator Kit with the tail light with integrated turn signals. Of course, the Fender Eliminator Kit, in my opinion, this is the best looking Fender Eliminator Kit. Looks sick. And I have the turn signals here. And also I have a phone mount here, which I've used with several bikes. I have a link to this in the description and comment section of this video as well. It's absolutely awesome phone holder. Never had any issues. But that's all I did with this bike. Oh, also aftermarket seat. Which I do switch between the stock seat and the aftermarket seat. What's cool about the seat is it kind of levels out the slope because, you know, with the stock seat, which irritates me and why I really kind of never connected with the bike, because the seating position is odd. Don't get me wrong, it's very comfortable with the upright seating position, but when you hit the throttle with the stock seat, it kind of throws you into the tank, and it's very odd. So that's why I got the aftermarket seat. But even with the aftermarket seat, it still feels a bit odd to me. And that's really kind of the main reason why I never really connected with this bike. Like I got with of course, my 2019 YZ450 FX Custom Supermoto, which by the way, I did a full build series on. I made it fully street legal. This bike, that's why you see this bike hasn't gone anywhere. It ain't going nowhere. But otherwise, this bike is absolutely awesome for the streets because it's tuned for the streets. It's got that bottom end grunt, low down torque, and stout mid-range power. Oh no! Now, as far as the top end, this isn't a bike you're going to be a highway bandito with. You're not going to be able to get on the highway and really, blaze out on it like you do the liter bikes, like the Aprilia Tuono or maybe the MT-10. But it's adequate. You can pass cars fine on this. I have no issues with that. And I don't stay on the highway. My playground is the urban streets, just ripping the throttle here and there. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Maybe take it in the park for the twisties or something here and there. But I'm never really doing speeds above 90 miles an hour. So this bike is perfect for that. And I'll tell you guys, if you get this bike in stock form, you have to mod it to really open it up. It's okay in stock form, but man, it comes alive when you put the full exhaust and flash tune the ECU. It's absolutely awesome. I will tell you guys a con to this bike, a couple of cons, is that it drinks gas. Okay, even in stock form, you're not going to get any more than like 38, 39 miles per gallon. With it modded, it drinks even more gas, maybe about an extra mile per gallon of gas it drinks. So I average about 37 miles per gallon on this bike, and the tank's really not that big. So in a 6-hour day of riding, usually sometimes I have to fill up twice, especially if I'm heavy on the throttle. Another con is suspension is adequate for the streets. If you're lightweight, like I'm only $175, and the suspension is just fine on the streets. But if you're heavier, you're like 200 pounds or heavier, of course you want to tune it to your weight, but you may have to put a stiffer spring in it, upgrade the suspension to a better suspension, especially if you hit the track. In my opinion, this generation looks the best to me. The new 2021 MT-09, I don't like the headlight. It's an ugly headlight. They made some great changes to the bike, but I don't like the headlight. It just don't look right. It throws the bike off. I will not be getting the 2021 MT-09. I don't like the headlight, and it won't add much content to my channel. I'll only be able to do a few videos talking about the differences between the generations. That's it. I've already done a ton of videos on this bike. I have my MT-09 playlist, by the way, with all my videos about this bike. Go check it out. I'll include the link in this video. But overall, I have to say, guys, for the price that you pay, less than $10,000, brand spanking new with this bike, it is a great value. And it is amazing. It's awesome for the streets. That triple cylinder engine has character. It sounds amazing with this Akrapovic exhaust. Oh man, it's a really cool bike. But like I said, I'm ready to try something new. I want to try something totally different. I had wanted to get the KTM 690 SMCR Supermoto, but I had a viewer kind of convince me that the reliability may not be so great. He shared some links with me. But then a lot of you viewers piped in and said that own the 690. You said you haven't had any problems. That is, don't listen to these haters out there. Try the bike out. So I'm going to try to line up some test rides. I want to test ride some of the Zero electric bikes, which I feel don't have any soul. They don't have any sound. I feel like I'm not going to like it, but I'm not going to knock it until I try it. So I'll try to schedule some test rides and share those videos on my channel. And also, I want to test ride some Harley Davidsons, the new ones, with the Milwaukee engine. Some of you guys are like CycleCruza, check it out, man. But my problem with Harley Davidsons, they put up, the prices are too high, man. And they disrespect us sport bike riders when we come in the building sometimes, like they did me, man. Made fun of me wearing gear.
I gotta ask, how are things on the moon?
What's that?
How are things on the moon?
Oh. So I don't know. We'll see, guys. As far as the latest on my property search, you should go check me out on Facebook, because I posted on there the last offer I put on a property, which was a 20-acre property with a really nice house on there in Elberton, Georgia. It had a wide open field, which I really wasn't looking for at first, but then I thought, man, I could put a motocross track on there, maybe 2 golf holes on there, a par 4 and a par 3 maybe. And so and then the house was really nice too, but I put in an offer of $46,000 over list price, and I came in second place out of 15 offers. It's crazy out there, guys. I'm telling you, man. The only reason I lost to the other buyer is because the owner wanted to stay in the house after close for a few weeks until his house was built, and rent-free, mind you. And I said, no, man. I said I'll change the closing date to any time you want to, so when your place is ready, we can close and then you can go to your new house. And he's like, nope. So he went with this other buyer to let him stay in after close, rent-free. So it's a crazy seller's market. Sellers are getting their cake and eating it too, man. Top dollar, don't fix nothing, and can stay in the property after close. It's crazy, man. And it's the 3rd straight property that I've come in second place. And I was ready to give up. As you guys know, I did that video telling you guys I was just going to buy some land and build a house. But man, it's really involved building a house, guys. It's, as some of you guys probably already know, I don't really want to deal with that hassle, and it can take about 2 years to get all that done. And the timber prices are extremely high right now, and the builders, they're not even gonna be able to start on it until like a year or 2 years. So it's just, I'm saying forget it. I'll just keep looking and waiting for a property, and maybe I'll get lucky. So that's it with me, guys. I want you to leave a comment below, and I want you to tell me what bike you think I should get and what bike I should test ride, and share that with you on this channel. Like I said, stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe to my all-in-one motorcycle channel, and make sure to check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto. Deuces. Thumbs up. Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.